Alright guys, hello. It's me, No Name, on leechess.org. Today we'll be looking at DoublePawnKiller, supposedly a 2000 rated rabbit player with a FIDE rating of 1550. He's been playing for over a year on this account or this site, Leechess. So in this video I will be showcasing this guy's amazing victories. And if you are suspicious enough of his games, you will also conclude that he is a closet cheater who turns on their engine in the middle of the game or when they are losing. Right, so the thing that I did not like about this player was his bullet rating, which is only 1194. That is relatively low for someone whose blitz and rapid ratings are over 2000 or like that. So I would expect his bullet rating to be somewhere at least 1600, even if he was a slow player or his mouse is bad, some connection is bad. Okay. His rapid rating fluctuates. Normally, there's nothing suspicious about that. Apparently, he's better than most of the new players. So let's just start at the first game. So what I said is that on move 11, Black turns on his engine, as indicated by the anomaly in the long move time of 64.3 seconds. The rest of the game is played between 3 or 5 seconds per move with only 2 inaccuracies out of 40 moves. So this game was played with a 2177. And let's look at the moves times where I was talking about. On move 11, Black plays King C7 in 64.3 seconds, and that was his longest move of the entire game. Rest of the moves are played, you see, less than 5 seconds each move, except for this one move, for some reason, is 10 seconds. Meanwhile, on White makes one calculation here, 29.8 seconds, 12 seconds, 12 seconds. So you see, it's the stop to play some quick and slow moves, maybe. Okay, looking at the analysis, where's move 11, which I said move 11, move 11. On move 11, our cheater, or suspected cheater, is playing Black. He's slightly worse in the middle game. And White, which has a better blitz rating, see? Both of them played relatively well, except for Black playing perfectly, basically, after Black makes a blunder on move 15. He does some inaccuracies, and this is still 90% accuracy, but for our player Black here, he plays 95% moves, checkmates with 52 moves, okay? In about 4 minutes for Black, they both played relatively on time. So, let's look at move 11. What's going on move 11? It's hard to see because it's Black. He played 64.3 seconds. There's a gap right there. Okay, move 11. So how was White winning on move 11? There's a Sicilian defense. Where's move 11? Okay, skip 10. This is move 11, I believe. The long castle from White. Some pressure here in the center. Even though the pieces are relatively even and the pawns, White still has more space in the line. And this bishop hasn't been fully developed yet. Black decides King C7, 64.3 seconds. Right, top engine move. There's no other better move for Black. Not too difficult. So let's see what happens next. There's a check. Black goes up. There's some pressure here. Maybe if he can go here and there, maybe Black will be checkmated. So White blunders the fork. Okay. And now it's still better for... Okay, now it's better for Black. So, and we see here, it's still... I keep pressing the home button because this keyboard is a small keyboard. Since there's no queens on the board, it's difficult to tell what's going on. I mean, let's say this player's a secret underrated player or something of that sort. We have an endgame now. Let's see how black wins. So he has an extra pass pawn on his side of the board. But you can see it's locked off on this side. So let's see what black comes up with here. Okay. Yep, cutting off the king. It's defended. If he checks, you can maybe run over and get the king side pawns. White tries to do something about it. Keep in mind everything was played like less than 5 seconds per move. White takes slightly longer. And white is a 2000 ready blitz player. I'm not even 2000 in blitz. And white blunders checkmate. Okay. So 3 inaccuracies from black. Let's take a look. Which inaccuracy just takes the pawn? Is this an actual inaccuracy? C takes. Okay, it's not an engine move, but that's not the defining factor for this player as a cheater. Let's go on to the next game. I said that white turns on his engine on move 20. So white is playing white. The cheater is playing white. 178.2 seconds on move 20. So let's see what happens here. H3, 178.2 seconds. Longest move of the game. There's some pre-moves afterwards. This is a rapid game, keep in mind. It's not a blitz or bullet game. Black takes some time to play some moves. He's also a 2000 rated blitz player. See? Looking from the analysis, black does blunder a couple times, especially on move 27. And telling just from the number of inaccuracies, it's not easy to tell. So what's going on move 20? So on move 20, white was slightly winning before making the slight blunder, I was saying. His move times were all quick until this time move 20. And he was actually, black was slightly better, you see here in this early middle game. But starting from which move? Move 20. What happens after move 20? I've seen this game before. The way the best to explain it is look at the move times. Quickly played. Even black takes longer to think. So let's see white's time here. It's 5:29. At the end of the game, it's 4:23. So the end of the game is 37 moves. So white played 17 moves in about 1 minute. And he won the game afterwards. Move 20, H3. What's going on here? So white has the option to trade off for the 2 pieces, but decides I'm not going to do that. Even right here, he has the opportunity to do so. And for some reason, this H3 move is a blunder, but it's a waiting move. Let's see what happens. Okay, some trades happen. The rook attacks the pawn, which is in the same row as the bishop, undefended bishop. So white's idea might be try to take some space with the queen, get in here. If he can trade off the black bishop, the dark squares are weak. So that's what he's trying to do. So he does manage to trade off the pieces. And you can see here that black slightly has some pressure with the rook, pinning him from the bishop. Even though it's a slightly solid position for black, the engine says it's slightly better. The piece count, 1 rook, 1 bishop, 5 pawns for black, 5 pawns for white. So apparently this move is a blunder. What the point of this move is trying to maybe guard the pawn, trying to get on this side maybe to guard the black squares. Because white has a white large square bishop, and the pawns are basically blockading. So let's see what happens. Queen f6, 5.7 seconds. The rest of the moves, keep in mind, 20-30 seconds for white. Let's see how fast he wins this game. So the last move white played was attacking the pawn, and black has to defend it if he wants to. He could do it different ways, but he decides to move his king. And we go into this weird check thing going on. See. So white, everything is defended, so see, what's this move? Move 32, but sacrificing the bishop. Let's see what happens. So let's do analysis. If black takes, what does white have here? Think for 2 to 3 seconds if you're a 2000 blitz player or not. So if white checks here, black goes back. If he takes the queen, the bishop is defending, so nothing's too suspicious there. Right. So white decides, I'm gonna check the king. Black goes back. Another check. And here's the blunder. This point 12.1. You only have 3 seconds, less than 3 seconds. So if you can tell that this bishop is currently undefended, the queen is being pinned down, and also the rook is also attacking the bishop. So there's 3 moves for white here. You could take with the rook, or take with the queen with check, or you could take the pawn. So what would you play? So white plays the best move in the position, which is to take the pawn with check. And black does blunder a checkmate into, which was not the best move. Best move was to go somewhere, and even here you can see that technically there's the 2 pawns in the center that are passed. That's why white is winning still. So black blunders checkmate in this game. So you could argue that black just made a mistake here, but starting from move 20 something, all these moves, this check, this bishop takes, so black might took like 10 to 15 seconds to say that, oh, this might be the best move. Maybe he's playing random moves. Okay, let's go on to the next game. Perfect game from DoublePawnKiller other than the 3 slight inaccuracies. He's playing a 2000 rated blitz, 2100 rapid and blitz player. So let's see what's going on here. Move times for white. 11, move 11, 85 seconds. Move 14, 13, 30 seconds. Move 14, 77.2 seconds. Moves 14 through 41. Why is it so short here? It must have been a simplified middle game if queens are traded, right? And move 48, 101 seconds. This looks kind of suspiciously odd. And there's only 3 inaccuracies played here in the beginning, the opening. So what's going on in this game? Black does make 1 blunder here in the end game, which is move 20. So what's white doing here? What's going on here? Some trades. Queens are traded off. And this is winning for white after this move, because one of the pieces is overloaded. And now white is up material. So let's see how the end of this game goes. Okay, some pawn pushes. Black is a 2100 blitz player. So let's see what he can do about this. And he gets checkmated. With not the best play, but white eventually finds the checkmate. After a series of random moves. Move 41. It's a mate in 1. And move 47 for white. And he takes 100. Wait, he takes more than 100 seconds. You might have thought in this move it was a mate in 2, right? He takes 100 seconds. Okay, so the knight defends the rook. So where are the legal moves for black here? So here's a mate in 1. So where's the mate in 1? Rook takes f7. So does it take you this long on move 101 for 2000, almost 2100 rapid to find this checkmate. Move 3. King goes here. Check. He goes back. Okay, so it's not too simple. He goes here. Check here. And then that would be checkmate. If you were any 2000 Ready Bliss player, you'd be able to see this in 30 seconds. Okay, next game. We finally have a game where 37 moves. White wins the game in 4 minutes. Okay, so both players are playing quickly. D4 opening. Black is also a decent player. 21,000 games, 2100 rapid. 3 inaccuracies, 1 mistake, 0 blunders. Stood on 92% accuracy for black. No mistakes or anything from white. So why was white playing perfectly this game? And why was on move 10 his A4 move 70 seconds? What's the top engine move in this position? Of course it's A4, which our buddy white is playing. Okay, let's go back to this game. So white played perfectly. Basically really quickly, except for like move 26. Then he played perfectly. And keep in mind he's only 1200 in bullets. Okay, D4. These are normal moves so far. There's some annoying attack on the queen tempo there, and the A4, and white is slightly better. Okay, so how do you win as white? Okay, bishop goes back. Some knight maneuvering going on. Black is seemingly playing random moves. Now we have an open B file. Okay, bishop here, because it's being blockaded so far. Maybe what's this move? 8. What's this move? Knight 8-2. It's the third top engine move. I mean, there's other moves. You could stop the pawn and keep the bishop there forever, basically, because unless he's able to push F5 there, the bishop would be stuck, right? So the rook comes to trade. Oh, go rook. Knight A2, and apparently that's an inaccuracy. So because of this, right? How fast does white find this tactic? Okay, like 13 seconds. Maybe he got lucky. So he takes the rook. And now white has a passed pawn. Let's see how he converts. Top engine move. Rook takes d7. What would you play in this position as white? If I were white, I would be playing... I would actually be playing queen here to defend the pawn, and you can see it's still winning. But white decides, I'm gonna sacrifice the rook, and for what? Oh, for a double pin, right? And he finds that sequence, and how fast? 4.3 is 3.2, relatively quickly. So he's playing a perfect game so far. Now, I mean, the knight can move. Usually the rook or the queen can move. Apparently, he knows it's winning. It's not a top engine move. It's relative. Oh, now it's the top engine move. He's pushing the pawn. Trades off some pieces. And black resigns. So this is the only mistake of the game, and white apparently plays a perfect game afterwards. Last game, it's versus a at least 1600 bullet, 2000 blitz. Now he's 2271, so he's been improving the last 2 weeks, and this game was played 2 weeks ago. Player from Spain, so I didn't commentate on this game. Black makes 1 blunder in the opening for some reason. Remember in the other game he blundered the blundered the bishop from the queen check, the queen fork in the opening. Keep in mind he's 2000 rated rapid player blundering in the opening again. Move times for black fairly quickly in the opening. Move 17, 56 seconds. So what happened on move 17? Why is black turning on the engine? Because he's losing after he blundered. That's why. Take a look at this game. E4. And there's the blunder. I mean, white is threatening to fork with the pawn, the two pieces. So black does take, and he's still threatening the same push. So the best move would just be to stop that. So why does black play this move? What is this? Yeah, he's like playing quickly. He could have blundered. He's trying to blitz out the opening. As a 2000 rated rapid player, it's not very common to see this kind of blunder out of the opening. So black gives up his bishop for free. Okay. So now after move 10, white is up a piece. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see what happens next. Some trades going on. So he turns on the move engine on move 17 when he knows he's losing. So is it move 17 yet? No, it's not. Okay, so bishop e3 is move 17. And this is when black starts his long think of the game. 56.1 seconds. Bishop c5, so he's attacking the rook, which might be reasonable. Although if he's trading off the pieces, white is still winning, which white knows, so it's still 5.1. You see 2 rooks for white, but he has an extra bishop. So let's see how black wins this game. There's some tactic for white, with the pawn being traded, sacrifice, because there's a double attack on the knight with check. White is still winning. So white trades off, and if you are above 1700, you know that with pawns on the board, and kings only, the knight and the bishop are better than a rook. According to the engine, it might be +2 if you're a lower rated player. So white gives up some pawns. And it's still winning for white at this point. Giving up a pawn, it's still 2 pawns to 3 pawns. And now white does blunder because he gives up the knight with check. That's the end of the game. Okay, so this game wasn't as suspicious because even apparently at the 2200 level, I believe what's going on is they think they're winning and they're playing quickly. They want to go on to the next game. Maybe black is super lucky, but 2200, right? FIDE rating 1900. I mean, sure. It's about this guy, DoublePawnKiller. It's just going back to this game, and then there's some other games you have to look at. You have to search by his top wins. So you have to do advanced search where he's winning against the 2100. So the point of this video is that if they turn on the engine in the middle of the game, it's not too easy to find out. He might have just been lucky and his opponent's been blundering, but he found that bishop sacrifice combination in one of the games in like basically 10 seconds. Move times. Bishop takes g6. And we see some checks and a checkmate because black blundered. 1200 rated bullet player with a 1200 rated bullet player with 2000 rapid 1850 blitz. It's up to you to decide if he likes to play this game assisted in the middle game or not. Right, thank you very much for this video. If you liked my commentary, you can always like the video, or if not, you can just leave a comment and explain your view or opinion. My profile, I am 2000 rapid, 1900 blitz, and I'm actually bullet, and I have one game with DoublePawnKiller, which, if you look at that game, I lost the game. You can see what happens here. So I was winning on move 19, and somehow with only one blunder, I mean, look, it's only one mistake here. You see that? Made a couple of inaccuracies here. But apparently white wins this game somehow. It's winning for, let's go from white's point of view here real quick. So, okay. So this is winning for black. Why? Because, I mean, the king is here, the rook is taking here. Let's see how white defends this position. He takes 81.6 seconds, 42.3. Plays the rest of the game like less than 10 seconds, but I take some time. Let's see how white defends. Takes the pawn. Oh, what's going on in this move? What's this move? Could someone please tell me what this move is? Bishop takes e6 in 5.7 seconds. What is this move? What is this move? Top engine move. What is this move? What would you play in this position as white? I'm attacking your queen. I'm attacking your queen. This pawn is being attacked by the queen also. Just defending that. Your king is in the center of the board. My bishop has light square control. Boom. He takes the pawn. And I take back. Of course I do. So black is still winning, and white decides, oh, I'm gonna trade off the queens now, and I'm up a bishop. So 3 pawns, or extra 2 pawns for white, but he only has 2 rooks, and no, I have an extra bishop. So let's see. I'm still winning here. This move, okay. He trades off another rook. I'm still winning. I tried to break the pawns. I tried to blockade. Oh, he goes there. Now he has a chain. This is apparently a mistake. And now you see the advantage starting to go down for black. It's a draw now. What's the winning move here? Is there only one move here that wins? Let's see. H5? I mean, look, I still have a bishop here. He plays H5. He plays the winning move. Okay. So black, I don't know what to do right now. I mean, I was winning before. What am I supposed to do? He's a cheater, so let's see what happens. Now he finds the winning move because I made a mistake. Because he can push the pawn. So I give a check. He has a queen now. Alright. So even rook c1 is a draw. Because, I mean, I'm going to get checked and lose that pawn. He has an extra pawn running up that board. What do you think about this game? What would you play in this position as white? He plays it in 5.7 seconds. Queen takes b6. Was 80 seconds, but there's no way he will calculate this. Look. So if I take, he takes. That's the kind of the trick here. But what if I take with the queen? Now I'm up a bishop. Then the rest of the game is played with only one inaccuracy when he's already winning. So there you go. 0 mistakes. 0 blunders. I play with about 90% accuracy. This game, if you like this video, please leave a like. Otherwise, it's the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching.